Hey guys, welcome to IPINKIT. My name is Ingrid. I feel like there's always a first time to do everything, and today happens to be my first time hosting friends in a different country. I am still in Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm inviting three of my friends for dinner. None of them are vegan, none of them have food allergies, so I always feel like these are opportunities where I can invite people and share with them a little bit of how it is to live a plant-based lifestyle. However, if you happen to have multiple food allergies like me, the easiest is for you to bring your family, your friends to your home as you have full control on the meal that you're going to serve. When you try to go out, it can be a little tricky. So if you really want to fully focus on having those memories, having great conversations, and having safe food at the table, I will completely recommend you to host your friends or family members. Alright, so you might be a little curious what is the menu for today. I am going to be making tacos, a side of beans, some guacamole, and also brownies. I genuinely thought, if I'm going to be preparing such fest, why don't I film it? So let's film the whole process. There is one trick I love to use for beans. So funny enough, I travel with lots of food items. So if you want to learn what I travel with when I travel, what I pack with me when I travel, that makes the most sense. Then I'm going to leave you a video above and also in the description box below so you can check it out and get an idea, because I've been traveling for 2 months already and it's been pretty safe with my allergies. These are beans. So usually what I do is that I soak them overnight. That way I'm not going to be bloated, especially that I'm bringing them from El Salvador. They are very organic, also very clean, but it's nice to just have this little trick. So let me go ahead and wash them right now.
To prepare the soup, I add a third of an onion. I fill the pot with water all the way to the top. I add my washed beans, 4 garlic cloves, and salt.
Alright, so for the bean soup, basically you just let it boil for 3 to 4 hours until the beans are really soft. One thing is that as the water consumes, you're gonna keep on pouring, so just make sure that you keep an eye on your beans. But other than that, what I'm thinking now is that I can start making the brownies. So for the brownies, you guys need to see this. I rented the cutest Airbnb ever and it is well equipped, and I swear like the tools are pink, like I couldn't have gotten a better home. Honestly, this feels like my own place. So I really like it here because I can cook, but also the things that she has in her place make it feel very personal to the things I love. So, parentheses on that. Now, let me give you the disclosure. I don't have any measuring cups or teaspoons or tablespoons. So I'm going to be following one of my cake recipes. I'm going to adjust it so I can make brownies. And I was thinking I'll be using this as my measuring cup. So not the right measures, but it's gonna turn out great. I can make it. I can make it happen. So, other thing. Here in Turkey, you don't find brown rice flour. So instead, I'm going to be using karabuğday. So this is buckwheat flour. So karabuğday uno. And then this is just a really nice substitute for rice, and it's going to be very much the same, just with a higher nutritional value. So if you have access to that, I will also recommend it. So let's start preparing the brownies.
Let me begin smashing this banana. I honestly prefer to use the ones that have a lot of dark brown spots. Now let me add a cup and a half of buckwheat flour, a cup of plant-based milk, 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 4 tablespoons of sugar. If you can also substitute for maple syrup. I honestly prefer them that way, but I wasn't able to get it here. 2 tablespoons of liquid coconut oil, and a 1/4 teaspoon of tapioca flour. This is replacing my xanthan gum. This is optional, but I love adding chocolate chips. Since I didn't have access to that, I just went ahead and got a chocolate bar and shredded it. For your brownies to come off easily, make sure that you grease your baking tray with coconut oil or whichever oil you prefer. Then pour your mixture and bake your brownies at 350 Fahrenheit degrees for 25 minutes.
Alright, 25 minutes later, and look at what I have here. They are ready. So usually what I do is that I insert a toothpick or a knife and I check. I inserted a knife here and pretty good. So it is already cooked. So what I typically do is that I let it cool down for 15 to 30 minutes. Since dinner is going to be a little later, I'm just going to let it cool down. Then I'm going to refrigerate it for a couple of hours, and once it's cold, I'm going to decorate it. They look gorgeous and they're already ready to just serve them. Bean soup is still cooking, but I think I'm gonna start preparing the veggies, and then the mushrooms I'm gonna leave them for later, as well as the tortillas. This is how this platter looks. So we got tomatoes, some onions, and some lettuce ready for the tacos.
Here, I have access to this mozzarella vegan cheese, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shred it. For the vegan filling, I'm going to be using mushrooms. The first ones are oyster mushrooms. These are great options if you want to make anything shredded. The next one is the white buttons, which we are the most familiar with. These are going to be great if you want to make anything chewy. My idea is to make vegan chicken. For that, I prefer it to be shredded. So this is just a technique that I love to use to shred my oyster mushrooms. I just feel like the fork is going to give you the texture you're looking for, but it's going to be very easy to handle it. Now here you have it. I'm telling you, it already looks like shredded chicken. So the key to make it taste like chicken is to boil it with half of a container of veggie stock. This will allow your mushrooms to soak in a lot of the flavor from the veggie stock. You don't want to use it all, otherwise it's going to be very difficult for the veggie stock to evaporate. For the yellowish color, I'm going to be adding turmeric. I don't have the exact measures, but I will say about 1 tablespoon of it. I'm gonna add salt and also oregano to taste. This step is optional, but I love adding saffron to my vegan chicken. So all you need to do is submerge your saffron for 10 minutes until the color comes out. And now that I have all my ingredients ready, I'm just gonna mix it and leave it on the side. Now let's prepare the vegan meat. So I'm going to be using the white button mushrooms. No order in particular, no shape needed, really just dice them. You're never gonna find someone that loves paprika more than I do, so I will say I added about 2.5 tablespoons of sweet paprika. Add a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos. This is a soy sauce substitute. Olive oil to taste. I will say about 2 tablespoons in my case. Now that both the vegan chicken and the vegan meat are ready, it's time to boil them. So for these, I cook them on medium heat. I just go ahead and let it boil until the water evaporates.
You guys, so this is my favorite part about vegan cooking. So basically, over here we got the meat. As you can see, very different color. Smells amazing. And over here, the chicken is still cooking, but it is shredded. It is yellow. So very similar ingredients. It's just the spices that give it a different flavor. And I know that a lot of people always tell me, oh my goodness, like it's so boring to eat so many veggies. If you know how to season them, then you're not going to be eating the same thing every single day.
Finally, let's move on to the last step, making tortillas for the tacos. As I mentioned, I don't have any measuring cups. However, I found this one that I think it's going to be very convenient to use. Because when you make tortillas, you have to add equal parts of flour and water. So in my case, I'm just gonna start with 150 milliliters. which this sounds really odd, honestly, like, but you get me. So this is the measure that I'm going to be using to add the buckwheat flour and also the water. To this, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of tapioca flour because you need a starch for your dough to fully cook, otherwise it's just going to break into pieces. Go ahead and grease your pan with some olive oil, pour a little bit of your mix, and then make sure that you fully cook it on both sides. You repeat this step until you have enough tortillas. I'm so happy. So this is the final results. As you can see, we have some avocado, we have the vegan chicken, the vegan meat, the veggies, we have the beans. I also have some corn tortillas, which I cannot eat because I'm intolerant, but then that's why I made a buckwheat flour tortilla. So we also have soft tacos.
Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here, but I really hope you enjoyed cooking dinner with me. It was so fun to show you different ways on how to use mushrooms, so now you know how to make vegan chicken, vegan meat, beef, I guess, vegan meat. Then also tortillas, you can adjust them depending on the flour that you want to use. Also the brownies look delicious, and then this time I sub brown rice flour for buckwheat flour. So if you don't have access to buckwheat flour, brown rice flour is going to be a great option. Other than that, if you guys enjoy this video and you would love to continue watching more, oh my gosh, if you guys love this video and you would love to continue watching more vegan and allergy friendly recipes, then make sure you subscribe to IPINKIT. All you need to do, if you've been here before, why haven't you click this red button on your screen? Hit the bell once if you want to receive notifications every time I upload a video. I honestly enjoy sharing a little bit of my food allergy lifestyle with all of you. I know that I didn't choose to live with allergies, but now that I have them, I love to share with others that it's possible to still enjoy delicious food. So even though you guys couldn't come with me, couldn't sit down on my table and enjoy the meal that I have prepared for my friends, I consider you part of my family and part of those who I really wanna be able to help. And I can't wait to see you making all of these dishes at home. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. If you are not following me on Instagram, I am super active over there these days. So make sure to follow me over there. So IPINKIT_. And also TikTok, IPINKIT. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all so much, and I'm going to see you next week with a brand new video.